Hello everyone. Today's video is the fifth and last video of my How to Play Chess for Beginners series, and it's about the three phases of the game. So the three phases of the game are the opening, the middle game, and the end game. Now first I'm going to tell you about the opening. So the opening is the initial moves of the game from both sides, and basically openings are when you get most of your pieces out and start to attack the enemy king. So basically that's what opening is. In the openings you can also attack the enemy king. There is no rule that has to be in the middle game. And the opening, so in the opening there are two types of openings. Theoretical openings. Theoretical openings are you have to remember the moves for both sides and have to memorize them so that you can apply them in the games. And setup based openings are openings that require you to put a special setup with your pieces, and it doesn't matter what the opponent does. So you shouldn't just pre-move everything, you should also see what they're doing. But basically that's what setup based opening is. Yes, and if black plays an opening, then it can be known as a defense also, and if white plays an opening, sometimes it's known as an attack. Okay, I guess that's it for openings. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Okay. Yes, so now we're going to learn about the middle game. So there is no specific point where it says that the opening ends and the middle game starts, or the middle game ends and the end game starts. But basically middle game is where you do the most of your attack to the enemy king and defend your own king. So basically middle games have some factors in them. One is pawn position. So like pawn structures basically. So how your pawns are placed and how that can help you and help your opponent. Then there is piece play, which is how developed and active your pieces are, how many of your pieces have targets. Spatial advantage, space is how many squares on the board you control. This I covered in the how to annotate a game, sorry. And last, I guess, is king safety, how safe your king is. Okay, that's I guess it for about the middle game. Now the end game is the final phase of the game, and the end game is basically there is also no point where the middle game ends and the end game starts, like I said. But basically the end game has either 8 pieces excluding pawns. Without pawns there are 8 pieces in total from both sides on the board, or less. 8 pieces excluding the king and the pawns. So I guess that's it about endgames. In endgames you have to remember a lot. You don't have to remember every specific position. You just have to remember the type of the position and how you have to counter that type of position, and that's how you counter for endgames. I guess that's it about the 3 phases of the game. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.